Hello, my name is Jasmine Randall. I am so excited to share my digital professional portfolio. This portfolio displays all of the growth that I was able to show throughout this ITEC course. It also displays the learning from the topics that we were able to study and apply throughout this semester. Due to the fact that we were able to learn and explore so many intriguing topics, it is extremely difficult for me to choose that one most proud page, but since I have to choose just one, I would love to display the page from the instructional software. At this point in the semester, we were able to learn the difference between instructional software and productivity tools. I was able to develop a second grade writing lesson entitled Changes Over Time. Here, students will use the National Geographic for Kids to explore and research different animals of their choice to create an informational writing piece. Now we will take a look at one of the pages where I had a bit of a challenge. And that particular page would be the interactive presentation tool. Here we were able to develop a lesson that engaged students over a course of a few days, and the only challenge that I had for this particular topic was deciding what and if which activities would be appropriate for second graders. And the way that I overcame that challenge was simply by referring back to the standard to make sure that regardless of what task that the students would be engaged in, that it is aligned with the standard and it is what is being asked of those students. Needless to say, the challenge itself was just simply making sure that the task was developmentally appropriate and rigorous enough to meet the state expectations for the standard. In the same token, I would like to note that this particular lesson from Nearpod was probably one of the best lesson ideas that I've ever been able to work with. Here in this lesson, this is a second grade phonics lesson where students are engaging in topics about adding Y to base words. And I believe that this was an engaging standard and lesson because here, this will be a great lesson to use for students who are attending my class virtually, in person, or in a hybrid model. Also, this lesson allows me to be more flexible in my teaching. In the past, I've actually used a lesson similar to this, but I've used it in a whole group setting. Allowing this to be an online interactive presentation lesson, students that are on target are able to engage, or above target, they're able to engage in this lesson independently, or if parents reach out and they would like more support or that reinforcement for their students, they're able to engage in these lessons with their kids at home. Plus, to using this particular lesson, students have way more voice and choice in deciding on how they would like to demonstrate their learning versus if they would be doing this lesson whole group on the carpet. As I begin to wrap up, I really enjoyed interacting with the audio features of this particular course. I was able to make my first podcast, and I am more than positive I will be able to use this in my classroom. I'll be able to use this to embed into my newsletters each week if parents and students wanted to have a preview of particular topics that we will be discussing. I'll also have the opportunity to allow students to record themselves to give previews for the following students that will be my class in the upcoming year. This is an engaging way to keep the students' attention, and I am just so excited that I've learned this feature and I was able to learn a new tool to practice in my classroom. Thank you.